Okay, so to start off the show, just start from off camera, and then I'm going to introduce you.
Okay.
So, get out of here. Welcome back to another week of Come On Now. I'm your host, James Jam Easy Cummins. Last week, I was told, why don't I kick this thing off with a monologue? Monologue. Mon, from the Jamaican word mon, means one man, you know what I mean? O is the first letter of the word one, mon, o. Log, I think that's when you like log something down, you know what I mean? Write it down, but this one I'm speaking out loud as a monologue. So if I was to give you an open monologue, stay tuned next week and I'll fucking do that. But today it was just a monologue about monologues, describing what a monologue means to me. And the definition down here probably wasn't even what I meant or what I said. But you know what I am saying? I'm saying it's time to welcome our guest to the show. Oh my goodness, he's open for everyone and ate everything. Welcome to the show, the notorious Big Jake Silva. It's you're the first time I've had a guest on fatter than me. I had two former fats, some ex-fats.
Okay.
But you're the first guest I've had on fatter than me, and you're the first one that takes up that whole chair.
Yeah, it's an honor, honestly.
This is what we made that investment for. Big chairs for big guests.
I don't know. Am I breathing into the mic? I don't know if I'm using this right.
No, you're doing it right. I don't know if you're breathing into it. I feel like ever since I've been fatter, I breathe like I breathe more, right?
Yeah.
Have we talked about this before? When you get fatter, you breathe more.
Yeah, it's harder.
So like even just simple things like you go down and tie your shoe. I remember when I wasn't fat, I would just get up and go carry on with my day. Now I get up and I'm like, that was a big up down right there. I just did.
Dude, so Baxter and Rob and I moved like a block away from a fucking park. Mm-hmm. We're on Ossington and Bloor, and we went to Christie Pitts Park. And I got gassed walking there.
Yeah,
it's a fucking block away.
That's bad, man.
It's bad.
How long have you been fat?
My entire life.
No, I saw like a high school picture of you. You look like maybe like a tight end. You didn't look like a guard.
No, I was always offensive lineman, dude.
Really, eh?
I was O-line when I started Pee Wee, which is like 12 and 13. There was an X on my helmet, and that meant if I touched the football, the game stopped because I was too big to hold the football because I would have demolished everybody.
I always describe people, man or woman, like a football player. Like if I'm trying to describe how big that person was, and if I say, "Oh, that guy, he's a linebacker," like that's a compliment. But if I say that girl's a linebacker, it's an insult.
What did you use for like a normal sized chick, like a kicker or something?
Wide receiver.
Okay.
A short wide receiver, a slot.
Yeah.
I put her in the slot.
We know a slut who wouldn't be able to do who wouldn't be able to be a wide receiver.
Who?
You know who?
A slot who wouldn't.
Remember you tried to set me up with her last summer?
What?
There's a certain heavyset comedian who you tried to set me up with.
She's not a slot. That's a fucking nose guard, yo. And
that's a team bus, bro.
And I don't even mean to be insulting. It's just like I think of life in football terms, so I describe people in football terms.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. It's not even. I'm just saying. If I'm a coach, if I'm putting the players on the field, that's a nose guard.
Okay, that's hilarious.
I didn't try and set you up there. I would just be thrilled if you ended up dating her. I made no effort to make the setup.
You're trying to play matchmaker.
So I really thought you were skinnier in high school. You showed me like a picture of you that you look slim. Well, not slim, but like
my last year of high school, I thinned out a lot. I grew a lot. So and that was like the best year I had of sports ever.
When did your dad pass away?
I was 15.
Okay, because I thought maybe he passed away and then you got big.
It got worse, yeah.
Like you
definitely got worse.
Eating your feelings.
I was definitely. I was always an emotional eater when I was like a kid and shit. Mm-hmm. Like if I was happy or sad, like that was my family. Mm-hmm. Always like my dad was a cook. He was a really good cook. So like we always ate like it wasn't like we were eating junk food every night. We were eating like really good meals, but they were fucking full of butter and shit.
Yeah.
And like heavy portions. So I was always a chubby kid, but the weight issue became when I stopped playing sports.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, big time.
I was in good shape before. Not like I wasn't like fucking 6-pack, but I was in good shape. Had like a 4-pack maybe. Had some muscles.
Shit.
And then first year university, instead of playing football, I just drank every day and smoked weed every day. And,
fuck.
And the results turned out I am now fat and out of shape.
Dude, I was I knew it was getting worse because I didn't go to college right away. I took a semester off and got a job. And then my first job was at a pizzeria, like Italian grocery store deli thing. And I would just steal food all day. And I fucking gained probably 80 pounds in a semester.
Yeah.
And then I went from playing soccer every summer. I went from being a striker, midfield, defenseman. Then I had to play goalie because I couldn't fucking run anymore.
Yeah. Having a fat goalie is always a go-to move.
Yeah.
One of my buddies, his nickname was the Flying Pig. And he was actually a sick goalie. Like, he was a good baseball player. So, like, weren't you a baseball player too?
No, I never played baseball.
Because I find big guys, if they're a baseball player, they're still, like, agile because they're used to, like, making the grabs. You know what I mean? And they have those good hand-eye coordination at least. So it's good for goalie.
Baseball players are like a hidden athlete. Mm-hmm. You like the fat ones, like you look at them and you're like, that guy's not a professional athlete.
Yeah.
You gotta think that guy can do a 40-yard dash in like 7 seconds. Is that good? 40-yard dash?
No, that's bad.
Oh, really?
40-yard dash, if you're an O-lineman, you want to be like just around 5, like barely over 5, if you're going to make the league. Oh, and then like fucking the fast guys are like 4.2, 4.3.
Oh, geez. Okay, never mind.
Yeah.
I was, when I was in grade 6, we had a track and field, and no one signed up for the 100-meter dash, so I did it. Mm-hmm. And my gym teacher got pissed. He was like, will anyone please fucking sign up for the 100-meter dash? Like, he was begging kids. And then so I was the one who had to do it. I'm the first person, like, in my school board to ever take a breather at the 50-yard mark.
Oh, wow. It was like that, eh?
Cardio was never good for me, even when I was, like, just chubby.
Are both your parents Portuguese?
No, my dad was.
And what's your mom?
She's like English Canadian.
I'm just trying to think because I think Portuguese and Italian moms really like to feed their baby boys. You know.
Yeah.
Are you an only child?
Of my parents, but I have half siblings.
Okay.
Yeah.
You have only child vibes.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
I was talking. Yeah, my brother moved out. The one I grew up with, like, lived in my house. He moved when I was 13.
Okay.
So I spent like 9 years of being the only baby. They gave up. Like, they were like, we raised, all my siblings are 10 years older than me, so they just gave up on me. Mm. They're like, yeah, whatever, do whatever you want, eat whatever you want.
And you did.
I'm slipping into this chair. This is a comfortable chair, dude.
Yeah. You can fall asleep in there. Wake up, the episode will be over. No one's fell asleep here yet.
I might be the first, dude.
Did you grow up religious?
No.
Nothing?
No, my dad was religious. We used to have to go to, like, Portuguese church and shit. Mm. That was not fun.
Yeah, I seen. You saw what happened with the Dalai Lama this week?
That was hot.
Yeah. So the Dalai Lama's getting in trouble for telling some kid to suck on his tongue. I'll show you the picture here. And the first thing I thought is, I'm like, Catholics are like, man, they're taking the heat off us for once, man. Yeah. Like, see, it's a religious thing. It's not even it's not a Catholic thing.
I don't even think it was that bad. I think was it like a hot mic situation, or he knew he was on the microphone?
Microphone or not, just the image of him getting the kid to kiss him on the lips and then be like, I don't even need to hear what he's saying to know that there's something
I feel like
going on here.
The audio of him was worse because he's literally going, suck my tongue.
Yeah.
I thought that was worse than the actual motion.
And his reasoning was like, oh, I just joke around. I joke around all the time. Camera's on or off. Just joke around.
You ever seen Sopranos?
Yeah.
You know when the gay guy, what's his name, gets caught at the gay club? He's like, it's a joke, Sal. It's a joke.
Yeah. Bobby, was it? No, it was Sal. It was Pussy.
No, it was.
Or was it Bobby Bacala?
No, it was. Fuck, what's his name? Sal. It was Sal.
Sal.
Yeah, Salvatore.
Yeah, I think his nickname is Big Pussy.
No, Big Pussy was Big Pussy Bob and Cero.
Fuck, man.
Yeah, I've seen Sopranos like 10 times.
I watched it not that long ago, and I realized Sopranos is more of a comedy than I remembered it being.
Oh yeah,
so many jokes in it.
Apparently, the entire cast thought it was a sitcom
while they were filming it.
Yeah, like the first episode was mostly, there wasn't like that much drama to it, and they all thought they were doing a sitcom. Mm-hmm. Because it was like the first episode, just tons of jokes. It's such a good show.
Yeah, it's a great show. Check out Sopranos. What do you think happened at the end? You think he's dead?
Oh, there's a rumor. Some guy said he figured it out on TikTok. I saw this like yesterday. He's saying that the guy who kills himself because Tony won't let him. Oh, you might have to cut that. You don't want to get flagged. The guy who unalives himself.
Was kill himself?
Yeah, you can't say kill yourself on the internet anymore.
Oh wow.
I know on TikTok you can't. You have to say unalive. You can't say dick or pussy.
No wonder my fucking things aren't getting any views. I could talk about killing myself every episode.
Make sure you tag Mark Norman and Joe List for this podcast. they'll share. They'll be like, "Oh, Big Jake, yeah, no worries."
Oh yeah?
No.
What do you like more, bragging or lying?
Neither, dude.
If you had to cut one out forever, you're not allowed to brag anymore for the rest of your life, or you're never allowed to lie again for the rest of your life. Which one would you cut out?
Fuck. Lying.
Really?
Yeah.
I think lying's more useful. I think the only thing that bragging's cool and fun, but lying can get you out of it. Like, say you're never allowed to lie again. Have you ever seen the movie Liar Liar? It's a problem.
Yeah.
Like, every time.
I have nothing to brag about anymore, dude. Oh my god, sorry. He knows I'm on your podcast.
Answer it. Let's put him on speaker.
Hey, Rob, maybe you're live on Jam Easy's podcast.
You're live on. Come on now.
Oh shit! Jam needs the bump from a bigger guest.
Huh?
Jam needs the bump of a bigger guest.
I needed a big guest on the big Jacob Silva. He was just talking about what he would give up for life, bragging or lying. What do you think he chose?
What was the first option? I'm sorry.
What would he give up for life, bragging or lying?
I think he would give up lying because he hates the criticism of lying more, and the bragging he just sort of accepts.
My roommate knows me well.
Yeah. He did choose that, but I think it's the wrong choice because I think lying is more useful than bragging.
Sure, but he's not. This is not like Jacob's not a sociopath. He's deeply, deeply insecure. So it's not. He's not doing any of it necessarily for his own benefit. He's just a sad boy who needs you to love him. You know. So, yeah.
Nice breakdown of Jake.
Yeah, I thought I was coming on a comedy podcast. Jam spent the first 30 minutes asking me why I'm fat.
No, I asked when your dad died too.
I'll call you in a bit.
Do you see Rob as a father figure?
God, no.
No?
No.
Do you see him as a meal ticket? If you had to describe your relationship
I see him as an expressway to New York City.
Nice. Yeah. Hell yeah.
No, Rob's he's like a comedy dad figure. Mm-hmm. I think we're too close in age for him to be a dad. I have a dad.
Big brother?
Yeah, I'd say so. Yeah.
Fair enough.
Yeah, my brother had a toxic relationship too at one point.
So, you and your brother?
My brother had a toxic relationship, and then he grew out of it. So maybe one day Rob will be in a healthy, happy marriage like my brother.
Oh, is he back together and split up, or is he broken up?
They're back together for. Well, when's this podcast coming out?
Or maybe he would have just maybe he's calling to tell you just broke up with her. I can't stand her anymore. Yeah,
it's rough. No, Rob. I don't like when people say like I use Rob and shit, or I'm like. I do a lot of work for Rob, with Rob, and also we're friends.
I think you earn your keep there.
I think so too.
I do think you're driving everyone everywhere. You're fucking helping out every way. So
making posters and shit. Yeah. Today I spent 3 hours booking 16 shows we have up in the next couple of weeks.
That's crazy. I didn't even get booked on any of them.
Well,
16. I mean, if you booked 2 or 3, I would be like, yeah, I guess, you know what I mean?
Jam, make some posters, buddy. Make some posters and we'll get you going.
Yeah, that's what I got to do to get booked? Oh.
No, it was already pre-booked shows. I just, I had to make a calendar and get everyone going. And then our mutual friend Hannah backed out of all her gigs.
All of them?
I think so.
Well, that sounds like there's an opening. I smell a spot coming my way. What are you booking?
It's just our festival. We got our 10th festival coming up.
When is that?
It starts Thursday. Dark Comedy Festival 10. We got Sam Tripoli this weekend and Hans Kim. And then next weekend we have Jim Florentine and Annie Letterman.
They're both coming on the same weekend?
Yeah.
Cool. Well, yeah, check that out. Dark Comedy Festival, right?
Dark Comedy Fest on Instagram.
Hell yeah.
I hate that I just did this. I feel like...
Is that what he does?
You're seeing the podcast. It's the funniest thing ever.
I don't even think... I got to bleep out his name, actually.
Yeah, you should.
So, I posted on my birthday a picture of me smiling. Right? Just a really nice picture. Everyone's like... These are the comments before. One of the greatest men I was able to know. Happy birthday, dude. Looks like you saw a cow jumping over the moon. Definitely a perfect ad for laxatives. All fun stuff, you know what I mean? And then you just see out of nowhere... from the top rope. James, a pussy with a yeast infection. Your mom should have aborted your monkey ass, you fucking mistake. Like, what?
Dude, I commented
This
on
is the picture.
Oh, yeah, that's a nice photo. Dude, I commented, he posted a terrible reel of him doing stand-up. Like, he just bombs in the footage. And I commented, this is great. And then he DM'd me and I wrote, see you around town. And I haven't seen him since. I try to fight everybody, though.
Yeah, that's why I'm surprised you haven't gotten another fight.
The weakest dogs bark the loudest.
Yeah, empty vessels make the most noise. You ever heard that one?
No, that's a good one.
Yeah.
Are you calling me the size of a ship?
No, vessel. A vessel as in like a vase.
Oh, okay.
Say you blow into the top of a bottle.
Yeah.
When does it make the most noise? When it's empty.
True.
If it has a lot of stuff in it, it only makes like a. But you make like a.
Do you ever, because you're from Brampton, have you ever heard an Indian person refer to a pot as a vessel?
No, I've heard Jundi and Sukta. We're going to go smoke a Jundi. Yo, Jundi. Yeah.
No, my old roommate, when him and I would fight over dirty dishes in the sink, he'd call them vessels. Mm-hmm. I was like, I never heard that before.
I feel like Dirty Dishes is a good name for your comedy album. Just you on the front with a bunch of empty plates that have
Matt
covered
Baxter
in gravy and stuff.
Matt Baxter told me the perfect name for my comedy album would be What About Me?
That's good.
Because I'm selfish, apparently.
Do you think you are? What Rob's description of you is that you're deeply insecure. Is that true?
Yeah. I am deeply insecure, yeah. Shit got real.
Yeah.
You thought you were going to have a fun time talking about why I'm fat and I got real on you.
Are you sad about it? Do you go to bed sad or happy?
I go to bed sad about other shit.
Like what?
I miss my dad every once in a while.
If we were gonna do Family Feud and like tell me reasons Jacob's sad, I would guess that. I wouldn't know if it would be number one, but it would be in the top 3 probably.
Yeah, no, I just don't like to talk about it. But
and you're how old are you now?
23.
And you died when you were 15.
Yeah,
Get over it.
you know, I toughened it out for like 6 years. I think that's why I'm fucked up now. Is because I held it in for at the beginning. Dude, he died on a Tuesday. I took the week off. I was back in school on a Monday.
Yeah, eh?
That was not easy.
Yeah, that's a pretty quick turnaround.
Yeah.
Did you feel like you had to be strong for your mom?
Yeah, I think so too.
And
she always used to tell me, she's like, you don't have to be strong for me, but she was a mess too.
Yeah, that's the thing about moms. They're a mess. Emotional wrecks.
Dude, it was fun. She'll now like there's like this funny meme on TikTok I sent to my brother. It was like whenever you try to explain to your mom that you're fucked up because of her, and it's just like the mom like losing her shit going, no, it's not. Like my mom has no recollection of like after my dad died how she was and like how that affected me. If I bring it up to her like my trauma and shit, she'll be like, how are you fucked up? Like I'm like, how do you not know?
Okay.
It's fun stuff. This is a great podcast.
Yeah, people like it. People like when you talk about sad shit and try and make it fun. Do you see Bud Light's new campaign?
Yeah, they had that very strong woman.
What's her name? Dylan Mulvaney?
Dylan Mulvaney, yeah.
And they lost $4 billion, but...
I don't believe that.
That's what they say, $4 billion in sales.
I don't believe that. That's a lot. How much do they make annually then?
I don't know. Bud Light, they make pretty good money.
You got $4 million in beer in 3 days?
I think they should have attacked the ad a little bit better, though. Like, do the same thing.
Yeah.
But, like, one thing that I think would have been great for the campaign is, like, hey, you know what I mean? Some people are hers, some people are he's, some people are they's. But you know what everyone is? A bud. You know what I mean? And just fucking, why don't we just call everyone Bud? Hey, Bud, can I get a Bud?
I can't believe you just...
It reminded me.
You had eye contact with me throughout that joke. I fucking love you.
It reminded me of when there's this British actor and he's talking about pronouns and he's like, when I go back to my place, I think he's from Liverpool, he's like, and I get in a cab, they say, hey, love, where are you going? He's like, why can't we just call everyone love?
Yeah.
Now, I don't know if we can call everyone love. That's a little bit too much. But we can call everyone bud. If you're like, hey, because you don't know if you don't know what somebody identifies as, you just say, hey bud. Are we? Is this the sandwich shop or is this the? You know what I mean?
I dare you to go up to like a well-known trans comedian and just go, "What's up, bud?"
So we call everyone. I'm not saying it as an insult though. You're making it seem like a bad thing. I'm trying to say like, has there ever been a time where you see someone and you're like, I'm not too sure what they want to be known as, but you know what? I can call them bud.
Yeah. No, I just usually take a swing at it. I don't give a fuck.
Do you mean like you say like you just take a guess or you actually just punch them? If I can't tell what something is, I just go.
If they can take the hit, it's a dude.
You're confusing me right now, and I don't like it.
No, I did fuck up once. I did have a friend come out that I went to school with. Mm-hmm. They came out during the pandemic, like they transitioned, and we did a show together on Halloween, and I thought they were in costume. But it was like 2 days before Halloween, but we were supposed to have like a Halloween-themed show 2 days later. So I saw them at the show. I was like, yo, so-and-so, the Halloween contest is next week. Mm-hmm. But it was just they had transitioned into a woman. And I felt so bad. And I messaged him. I was like, I fucked up. But I did give them shit, though, because I was like, in my defense, you blocked me on Facebook. I didn't see your coming out post. And they were like, okay, yeah, that's probably my fault then.
You know what's a funny coming out post to me, and I got in trouble for it one time, is when a bisexual comes out as gay. A bisexual. So there was this guy I went to school with, and he was pretty like, he wasn't like super flamboyant, but he definitely talked with a little twang in his voice. Like, hey, like, you know what I mean? Nice guy, great guy. And when he came out on Facebook, because he was bisexual like the years that I knew him, and then like 2 years later, he's like, I'm coming out as gay. Yeah. And then I just commented like, congratulations, like I knew all along. And then he messaged me, personal message. I don't know why I put that on his wall. Looking back, like I guess you're not supposed to do that. Yeah. And he's like, why? How do you know all along? And I'm like, because you were a bisexual guy. Like,
what are you implying, Jam? I lied about being bisexual to get on JFL shows.
No, you know what? This is me back then. 7-8 years ago, I didn't understand the concept of being able to be a bisexual guy. I'm like, so you're gay and you still kiss girls
that's your Jamaican upbringing,
right? But then what changed my life was season 8 of Are You the One? So Are You the One is a show where 10 sexy guys and 10 sexy girls, they go in a house and your perfect match has been predetermined by, psychologists, this person, like people that know stuff. You fill out questionnaires, whatever. So, and then they find their perfect match. Everyone wins $1 million if you do it. But season 8, they did 16 gender fluid, non-binary buds.
Gross.
They had a whole bunch of buds in the house. And I'm like, okay, like this is crazy because anyone can be anyone's match. This is up in the stakes. And as I watched it, I got a couple episodes in, and I'm like, yeah, you can't judge a book by its cover because this person that they were born female.
Are you getting emotional?
They were born female. I'm trying to choose my words carefully. I've already said everyone's non-binary, gender fluid, so nobody is everything isn't what they seems. They were born a female. Now they're
everything is not was the Wizard of Waverly Place song.
Yeah, that's what it felt like. So, but now they look like Justin Bieber to paint a picture in your head.
Okay.
And they were getting so much pussy on the show.
Yeah.
Whatever anyone was, whoever that bud was, if they had a pussy, they were fucking it, licking it, and getting their pussy licked. And then, after they ran through like 3 people with vaginas, they said, "I want to go sit on a dick." And my mind was blown. I'm like, oh, so okay, because when I first saw that person, I was like, they're definitely going to end up with a female identifying person, and it just rocked my world. And then I'm like, okay, bisexual. Like now I'm like, I understand. There's a rainbow of possibilities.
You know what that person is? That person's selfish. Because they're just thinking about what they want to fuck at the time. They're not thinking about what other people want to do. That person just fucked 3 chicks Sorry, 3 vaginas.
They were the pimp of the house.
Yeah, and then that's just not fair. You're just taking everything now.
Yeah.
You know, if I'm fat, but if I go to a potluck and there's food on the table, I'm going to take one little bit of everything. I'm not going to take a lot of one thing and then a lot of another thing.
Really?
I'm going to sample everything.
Because I'm the kind of guy you can't leave by the chips and dip. I'll give everyone a chance to get it started, but once I post up by the chips and dip, you can count on me to finish it.
Yeah, I was the fat lead of my high school.
Fat lead, nice.
Yeah. No, I was
Did you ever have to run you played football, right? Mm-hmm. You know, if you guys have like a bad game or people are fucking around in practice and they're like, all right, everyone suicides or whatever, run hills or whatever.
Yeah.
Did you ever have to do that to the point where you're like crying or throwing up? Because the fat guy on our team, he did.
No, my team, I hated. You know what I hated? Would you play? What position in football did you play?
I played corner and safety.
Okay. You know when like the fat kid's taking too long. This is what I hated the most. Any sport I played, when the fat kid would like take too long to do the lap, whatever, and everyone would stand and applaud to get the guy when the guy was finished. I fucking hated that.
Yeah.
That pissed me off so fucking much because it's like, yeah, I'm getting the job done. Fuck off. Go do your own shit. Mind your own business. Yeah. I'm gonna finish the lap. But then they would stand there and fucking applaud. It drove me insane. Like,
yeah, you should talk about that on stage. I think that's funny. I think that's funny, and I think it would be really funny if you got the crowd to stand up and cheer you on as you finish the joke. As you're like you do like a really long sentence that like you're running out of breath, and they just come on, Jake, bring it home. You got this, Jakey.
And then
Jakey boy.
And then I quit. And then I call my mom and go, I'm never doing this sport again. Never doing stand up again, Mom.
What made you want to do stand up? Were you the funny kid in high school?
I was a class clown. Yeah, I wasn't voted class clown because no one liked me in high school. But
you voted most likely to piss you off.
I got voted nothing, dude.
Damn, man.
I didn't even get voted fattest prick. That was a terrible joke. No, I was a class clown. I always wanted to be on SNL. I always thought I'd go do improv, and then I always thought stand up was like this side thing that I would just do because I always like brushed off how hard it was. And then I went to Chicago for a summer to do improv at Second City, and my first class I was like, this is gay.
Yeah. And
then I signed up for stand up classes and fell in love with stand up.
So you wanted to do improv, eh?
Yeah.
You wanted to be like Chris Farley.
I wanted to be like I thought Lorne Michaels would discover me at 19. I'd be the youngest cast member on SNL.
Is that the youngest? What was Pete Davidson? Wasn't he young?
21.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fucking, I went to one improv class in Second City, whatever. Just one. Just like one of their drop-in ones. And I actually, I had a great time.
If you can,
I couldn't stop laughing though.
Yeah. If you can grin and bear it, it helps with stand-up.
I think so. But it is like super, this is how safe it was. So we're playing a game where like, everyone tells like the next line of the story. And I walked outside, and then I saw this, and then I did that.
Yeah.
So one person's line is like, and then I stepped over a hobo. And then the teacher said, whoa.
Oh,
guys,
fuck.
we can't say that. There might be some home challenge people in here. And then like 10 minutes later, we're playing another game where the teacher's like, okay, so just pretend you're like a dumb football player and you're like answering the interview after you're like, and it's like, okay, so we can say dumb football player, but we can't say hobo. I'm like, so in an improv class, there's probably more likely that they have a homeless person passing through
in a $350 home improv class.
It's crazy,
dude. I remember one of the first classes I had there. They went, so the rule of accents is that you can do whatever race you are. Mm-hmm. So if you're white, you can only do Russian accents or like Eastern Europe. And I went, what if you're a white guy who was born in Africa and you have an African accent? What if you're a white guy who was born in China?
Do an African accent. Can you do one?
You are not booked at Backroom Comedy Club.
That it was like it got a little Jamaican at the end.
Yeah, I'm bad. I'm bad at African. I can do like impersonations of people, but I can't do accents. Are bad.
Who can you do an impersonation
of? Bob Dylan.
Go for it. Bob Dylan finding out that Bud Light has a Bud for a spokesperson.
Whoa! There's a tranny on the can.
You
That
think he
was
would say
that was British as fuck. Hold on.
yeah.
That was
I
George.
think you were getting the Beatles. The Beatles.
Oh, Paul. I dude, I'm terrible. Hold on. I'm under pressure. Okay, no, I'm trying to do Bob Dylan. I'm losing it, dude. I'm nervous.
Well, I saw a man, born a woman,
I
and they were.
come back is fine. Whoa, there's a man with whoa. There's a woman with a penis on the can. That's British.
Well, they argued over if you're a man or a woman, but I just want to call you my bud.
No, it ain't you, babe. No.
Nice.
How many cans must be thrown in the trash till they don't have a trend?
No, he wouldn't be on that side.
You think?
He's all about like fighting for the next cause.
He says the N-word in a song, though.
Is he saying like to uplift them or put them down?
He says in Hurricane, he says told the black folks he was just a crazy N-word.
Yeah, he was. So he's saying like, yeah, to the fucking short people, I'm a midget. You know what I mean? That's pretty much what he was saying. I'm with you.
Yeah, that's true.
I love in Walk Hard they do his version of singing a song for little people. Let me hold you, little man, and we'll make believe you can fly. He's like, all of the elevator buttons are too high. But the point is, Bob Dylan would be on the side of we're pushing these cans. You know what I mean?
Yeah, the whole Bud Light
I won't drink my cans unless they have a trans on the side of the box. And I don't care if you have a vagina or a cocks. I'll call you my bud.
Jesus. Are you both Bob Dylan fans? Are you a big Bob Dylan fan?
I'm a music fan.
Yeah, obviously, yeah, okay.
There ain't no Bob on here, though. I'm a big Tom Jones fan. I know.
Ooh, nice. It's not unusual to be loved by anyone.
There you go.
Thank you.
And it's not unusual to love everyone in their own way. But Tom Jones would probably be against it. He seems.
Oh,
like
for sure. Dude, oh my God.
Yeah.
Isn't there like a version of that song that like has like a certain part cut out that's like very offensive? Or am I thinking of something else? You know, you ever heard the song Baby You're a Rich Man by the Beatles?
How's it going?
Baby, you're a rich man. Baby, you're a rich man too. It's at the end of Social Network.
Okay.
So the original version, that song was about their manager, Brian Epstein, who stole a bunch of their money and was a closet gay man who died of a drug overdose.
Any relation to Jeffrey?
Well, all the Jews, they all control the weather together.
Struck by lightning?
No, but
that's the thing. Everyone always says, "Oh, let God strike me down if I say this," but they said that with confidence, knowing that they control the.
Dude, so the parent there's a recording of Baby You're. I wrote a college thesis on this because I studied the Beatles in college, and we had to analyze a song, and the song was about their manager Brian Epstein, and the original lyrics of the song was, "Baby, you're a rich fag Jew." And there's a recording of John Lennon singing that, and everyone's like, John Lennon's this woke, peace loving, he's pro home, but he's an anti-Semite homophobe.
Or he's saying, "Baby, you are these things that I love."
He loves being rich, fags, and Jews.
Yeah,
it's a bit of a stretch.
What do you think he was singing about?
I think they were hating on the guy who stole money from them.
Oh, he was calling him a.
Yeah, because Brian Epstein had lost a bunch of their monch. So you put all your money in a big brown bag inside a zoo. He went and partied.
Well, is that homophobic, or is that calling somebody like okay? So if I call you fat as a friend, we can laugh about it. But I could also be mad at you and be like, "Shut up, you fat fucking idiot," or whatever.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? There's two tones that you could say it in.
Yeah, but you can make fun of anyone for being fat. You can't make fun of a guy for being gay.
I don't know if that's true.
There's a lot of double standards in this world.
Yeah, fat guys are one of the last ones you can make fun of. You can't make fun of fat girls anymore.
No, you can't. God, no, you can't even think about it.
I saw one clip of a podcast where they like, like where these guys and girls are arguing over like,
Yeah.
you can say, so it's like a girl's like, oh yeah, that she was saying Andrew Tate has short guy energy. He's probably short, and they're like, no, he's actually 6'3". and he's like, but when you say short guy energy, would that be the same as me saying fat girl energy? And then she's like, no, you can't say that. You can't say. It's like, but what is fat girl energy? Because I think fat girls have a very there's a wide range of energy they can have.
Yeah.
There's fat girls that are confident, and there's fat girls that are unconfident.
Yeah.
And what I mean is there's fat girls that are straight up lying to themselves, and there's fat girls that are honest with themselves. So is fat girl energy being a fucking liar or being a sad person?
I mean, I have nothing but respect for fat girls who are insecure.
Insecure.
Because they're like, they have an understanding of the world.
Mm-hmm.
Fat girls who are like, yeah, I'm getting laid all the time. Yeah, and fat girls just want to talk about sex. Those type of fat girls, all they do is talk about sex. And it's like, you are not getting laid, or the quality of dick you're getting is probably disgusting. You want to know why I know? Because I fuck fat chicks.
Yeah.
And these girls are fucking gross.
You know what's funny? I have fucked a good handful of fat girls, metaphorically and literally.
What does that mean?
Like, I've fucked them.
There's a self-identifying fat girl.
But I've also like just had my hands full with them. That's what I mean. Like I've had this many, but also this many.
I know you mean no.
But when I did, it was before I was 30, and before I was 30, I was in better shape. I was actually like,
yeah.
It was just like I was.
Yeah,
more,
but you're a black guy. You like fat white girls.
No, I like fat black girls.
Ooh.
And that's another thing that I've realized recently. I don't know what the science is there, but I'll fuck fat black girls or brown girls, but I won't fuck a fat white girl. And then black guys, same way, will fuck fat white girls. But then if they're going to fuck a girl that is black or Spanish or something, they're usually like in good shape.
A chubby black girl's nice.
Chubby black girls, chubby brown girls, or as I like to call them, thick with 3 C's.
You know what it is? I don't think you see stretch marks on a chubby black girl.
I don't care. I've seen the stretch mark. That doesn't bother. It's just me seeing my white body against another white body. It already disgusts me. So make her fat, and ugh. There's too much white going on.
How do you feel about our friend Dave Luca's description of you? A white guy pretending to be a brown guy who pretends to be a black guy.
I think it's good. I think because I don't realize how Indian I am until I see like I'm like oh wow, I have a lot in common with these brown guys, yo. But then it usually is like it's the brown guys that are like hip hop brown guys. If I had to describe,
you know what I love about you is that you are a wigger, but you have street cred. I've been to shows with you, and you've been around all the black people, and you're just amongst them. You're one of them.
Well, my whole life, I don't think I'm not a wigger that took it like to the point where I have cornrows, and I'm speaking like super. Going a little bit too hard with it.
Yeah.
Like, I talk the same way I'll talk to my mom. You know what I mean? Yeah. I'm not going to change the whole way I speak. So I think wiggers like that are annoying.
Yeah.
And people are like, oh, God, this guy. But people say me, they're like, you're just James.
Yeah. You're like, because like most white, like me, I grew up around no black people. Mm. So yeah, I tend to act a bit weirder around black people because I'm not used to it. This is a bad thing to say. I don't know.
What's the weird way you act? I just get so angry. And do you get like what emotion do you feel around if you walk into a room full of black people?
I get kind of nervous. I'm going to say the wrong thing. Mm. I don't know what joke, how far to take a joke. But to be fair though, you've put me on your black shows.
And you did great.
Yeah.
So I didn't think you felt uncomfortable.
I think my uncomfortability brought the humor out. I'm
more uncomfortable in a room full of white people because I feel like my jokes about black or brown people, because that's where I grew up with, like that's where some of my sense of humor comes from. Yeah. They get so tight, like, because
white people suck. White people are the worst people.
I don't know if we can laugh at that.
Yeah, white people suck. But doing the white audience is the worst.
Yeah.
There's not... Indians, blacks, and Chinese are the best people to do comedy for. Because they're the only people who have dealt with racism their whole life and dealt with shit that they know people are just making jokes. It's white people who have never been abused, racially abused, and had to deal with hardships who get offended at other people's jokes.
It's true. Black people, brown people, Asian people, they can hear a joke about their race, and they can hear tone. Yeah. They say, I obviously know this guy's joking. Or they say, Hey, how did he know that? That's so like he must hang out with
It's
people
tone.
like
You're
us.
right. Yeah.
White people don't give a fuck about tone. White people
Yeah.
are like, he said black, he said gay, he said this. Like,
Yeah.
he can't talk about that because he's not that.
Yeah.
It's like, relax.
Yeah. It's
But when do you speak French?
yeah.
So when I grew up, learning French sucked. All they taught us was like conjugating verbs and stuff, right?
Yeah.
But now I looked up recently when I was in Montreal. I'm like, what does conjugate mean? And conjugate means finding the tone of it.
Yeah.
So it would actually be good to text in French if you knew how to do that. Because sometimes when I'm texting with somebody, the tone gets lost because they're like, I don't know if he meant that in a fucking angry way or if he's talking about this or that. If you can conjugate your verbs, you can actually show the tone.
I've never fucking thought of that.
Yeah, I just figured that out like a week ago.
Shit. How was Montreal?
It's great.
Yeah. Third floor of a boss.
Third floor was sick.
Yeah, I've done some really fun open mics there. I've never been on a book show there.
Yeah.
Josh, I don't think likes me.
Yeah, you have a lot of enemies, eh?
Not really an enemy. I wouldn't say Josh is an enemy. There's
You have a lot of people that don't like you for one reason or another. What do you think is the most common reason people don't like you?
I think it's because like I like to talk shop.
That's why you think people don't like you?
Yeah, but the issue is
And by like to talk shop, I mean I like to tell people they suck. Or I tell them that
I've never told anyone to their face they sucked. Maybe when I was like 19, I told people I went to school with that they sucked at comedy, but I've never to someone's face told them they suck at comedy.
So why do you think people don't like that you talk shop?
I think it's because I like to talk business with people, the comedy business, and the business I'm in is very lucky. I've gotten to work with people's idols. I worked with my favorite comedian, Joe List. Like I talk about this stuff, and then it just rubs people the wrong way. To be fair, when I opened for Joe List and I went around to everyone in Toronto saying, "Hey, you want to see Joe List's phone number?" I did that mostly because I was insecure and I was projecting because I thought everyone hated me for getting that shot.
You want to call him right now?
Fuck no.
Why not?
I don't want to ruin my relationship with him.
Would that ruin your relationship?
I think so, yeah.
Say, hey, Joe, we're here live on Come On Now with James Cummins. You don't know him, but he's an up-and-coming comedian.
You know what? I have Mark Maron's phone number.
Yeah.
Do you want to call him?
I wouldn't know, like, what I want to talk to him about.
Well, he didn't give me his phone number. Someone gave me his phone number.
Hey, Mark Maron, just wanted to ask you, what the fuck? That's your name of your podcast, right?
Yeah. What the fuck's your deal with podcasts, man? You're on Come On Now, James Cummins. I don't know, I'm scared. Should I actually do this?
I don't know.
Are you going to clip it?
If it's funny. Just ask him if God's real.
Hello?
Hi, is this Stacy?
Nope.
Oh, I'm sorry, wrong number. Bye. Holy fuck, that was Mark Maron.
What the hell? This is Stacy. Should ask him if God is real.
Dude, I don't want to know it's me.
How is he gonna know it's you? Does he know you?
No, but I don't. Maybe down the line. That was actually Mark Maron. Holy fuck.
That sounded like him?
That was 100% Mark Maron.
There you go. Biggest guest on the show. And all this
Can you cut this out?
Sure, I can cut it out.
No, I'm joking. You can leave it in.
Nothing funny happened anyway.
I know.
I wanted to ask an actual question.
I feel bad. We should have fucked with him.
Definitely should have asked him a question. Oh, I meant, is this Mark Maron, not Stacy? Turns out I had the right number. But do you know Stacy? Stacy told me to call you, is what I meant. I don't know. I'm not good at prank calls. The prank calls I used to make with my friends is just you call two people, and then you put the phone together and make them talk to each other.
Oh. You want to know what my friends and I used to?
Two speakers. So if you got Mark Maron and Joe List on the line talking to each other, that's what we would make it funny.
Do you want Mark Maron's phone number?
Not really.
Yeah.
I'm not a big prank caller.
I'm not big. When I was a kid, we used to go to the payphone because we didn't want it leading back to us, and we'd order Domino's. We'd do a very distinct order. Spend 15 minutes on the phone with the chick, and then she'd go, anything else? And we'd go, can you fart on the pizza for us? And then she would oh, you little rascals, and then hang up.
A fun one was you call two pizza places.
Oh.
And they say, hey, Pizzaville, how can I take your order? And then they're like, this is Pizza. Do you want to order or not? And they're like, do you want to order pizza? And they just go back and forth talking about ordering pizza.
That's fun.
Yeah, that's a fun one. I bet Mark Maron, after that phone call, he's like, what the fuck was that?
Imagine he was doing a podcast with Obama.
They do one together?
Yeah.
Do they do one together? Because I thought Obama does one with like Bruce.
He did. No, Obama was on Marin's podcast once. It'd be funny if he was recording and he just got a phone call.
Let me see who this is. They won't. Yeah. I'm very.
Dude, that felt really gay.
Well, it would have been fun if you did something with it.
I know. I didn't want to bug the guy. You know, he doesn't deserve it. Has this been a good podcast?
I think we had some good laughs.
Yeah.
Do you think so?
I feel like we discussed.
We had some good laughs, but I'm like, I think some of the best laughs I haven't got out because of stupid shit happening. But that one would have been fine. Mark Maron, whatever. Fuck him. No, Mark Maron, you're a great guy. I don't know.
No, he's a great dude. Do you want to know what clip you took of me once that makes me like? I'll go back on my stories and watch it because it makes me die. You took a video of me on stage once at Bar Cathedral, and the song was "That Makes You Larger Than Life."
Dun, 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 dun.
My mom hated it. She got mad.
Really?
She's like, "That guy's making fun of you." I'm like, "Nah, it's funny."
Oh, I would. If I was you, I'd use that as my intro song. Oh, you people, can't you see? Can't you see?
I'm good. I'm trying to lose the weight, Jam.
Even if you lose the weight, you're still gonna be big.
That is true.
How much weight are you trying to lose?
150 pounds.
And what do you weigh right now?
395.
395. Oh,
actually,
you look good. If you lost 150 pounds, you'd look slim.
I lost 40 pounds since the summer.
Yeah.
Just from not drinking.
No. That's crazy.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I've tried to stop drinking. I can't.
Just drink vodka sodas.
Yeah, everyone says that. But if I drink those, I drink them so fast.
Yeah.
So like a beer I can chill with.
Yeah, but this is what you do. You get a cranberry soda water, like Rich Voss does. You sip on that. You cram a vodka soda. Switch to soda water and sip. Little sippy poo.
Is he sober?
36 years sober.
What do you think about being sober?
I mean, it sucks for people who have to do it, but it saves lives being able to stay sober. My best friend's sober guy. He's 9 months sober. I'm happy for him.
I wonder if any alcoholics that have a horrible time, like they've never been able to give up drinking, but the only thing they drink is Bud Light. And then that campaign actually made them be like, I guess I'm never going to drink again. So transphobia could have actually saved somebody from alcoholism.
That's beautiful. What did they do?
This calls for a Bud Light. I'm going to drink Bud Lights all summer.
I don't know. Maybe during June.
I'm all about it. They don't have Bud Lights that we're going tonight, but if they did, I would have it.
If they're cheaper, I'll drink Bud Lights.
They usually are.
Do you think they're going to knock the price off of them?
Ooh.
That's what I'm thinking. If they lost $4 billion in sales, if they knock it down to $1.5 billion, they knock three-quarters of the price, everyone will start drinking Bud Light again.
Yeah. We're cutting dicks off and we're cutting prices. Bud Light. What is a man? Do you know what a man-made pussy looks like?
Yeah.
Is it good?
No.
Oh. How about a man-made dick?
I don't think those are real.
Producer, pull that up. That'd be sick. I can't wait to have a producer. You are the producer on yours, right?
We don't do that podcast anymore.
Well, okay. What do you do now?
We're just doing casting couch. I'm looking for a solo project or another project with somebody.
Cool.
Yeah.
Who would you go with? Ben?
No, I've asked him a few times, but I don't think it would work. I don't think Dave is looking to do a movie podcast. I don't know. I might ask Madison Cassidy. Him and I hosted your open mic once, and we had a good vibe.
Madison's great. He was a great guest here. He was my first guest on.
Oh yeah, I watched the
one
clips.
iteration of this. I think. I've done so many podcasts. I can't remember when one started and when another one ended.
You're Toronto's Rogan.
I'm something. I don't know what I am, but yeah, I don't know. I hope it pays off eventually, man.
It will. I think so.
Some people have some nice things to say about me, but other people, I don't know. Who gives?
Anyone who talks shit about you is gonna get they're gonna get curb stomped, and you can send that to the police.
You can, yeah, goddamn. Put it in the fucking evidence locker.
Mute his name, but let people see my mouth move.
Nah, he's not going to do anything. I wonder if he even pays attention to my stuff still.
He watches everything you do.
Oh, God. How scary would it be if he was just there? Okay, let's stop talking about it. Listener question. We have our Tori Spelling question of the week. Do you know who Tori Spelling is?
Name sounds familiar.
Tori Spelling, she was on 90210
Yes, yeah, okay.
You know who she is?
Yeah.
So the question this week is, would you rather lie about fucking Tori Spelling but everyone believes you, or brag about fucking Tori Spelling but nobody believes you?
The first option.
You'd rather lie about it?
Yeah.
Which brings us back to lying is more important than bragging.
Yeah, but no one believes me anyway, so I might as well just fuck her and actually get away with it.
Actually get away with it. God damn. It's not right. I didn't ask you if you're going to fuck her in her sleep.
That might be my only option.
That's crazy.
Dude, I'm getting arrested after this pod.
That's bad, man.
I can't believe you had me to talk about trans rights.
Well, Bob Dylan we had come in. Is Bob Dylan alive?
Yeah. He's still touring, dude. It's horrible. It sounds horrible.
What does it sound like?
Sounds like me taking a shit.
Yeah. Do you take long shits or quick shits?
Quick shits.
Nice.
I've been the reason I'm sweating right now is because I've been turtle dailing this whole episode.
Do you have to take a shit?
Yeah, but I'll wait for Canvas.
Because last week my guest, right after, he's like, "Do you mind if I take a shit?"
Jared Camison?
Yeah, and I was like, "This is crazy, yo." But I was trying to make a bit out of it. Even before that, is that the friend that you feel comfortable shitting in his house is a good friend.
Yeah.
But you're also a bad friend for taking a shit in his house, right? If you don't know him that well. If you just feel comfortable. If you feel comfortable shitting in someone's house, either they're a good friend or you're a bad friend.
Yeah.
Because like you don't give a fuck so much, or they're so comforting. But then, if they're such a good friend that when you walk into my house, I say, "Hey, Jake, do you want anything to drink? No. You want anything to eat? No. Hey, man, if you need to take a shit, you can take a shit in my toilet." like as much as like, thanks for the offer, but that, like, why do you want me to take a shit in your toilet? I thought it was funny too, but I've tried to talk about it on stage a couple times, and it gets no laughs.
That's so funny.
To me, it's so funny. Yeah.
That's, why do you want me to take a shit in your house so bad?
Yeah. Like, why are you offering? Like, if I need to take a shit, like, I'll let you know, or I'll suffer in silence.
It'd be funny if your friend opened to that. You're like, "You want to take a shit?" "No, I'm good. You want a water or something?"
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. When he asked if I mind last week, I was like, man, I wish I offered him now, just to put my fucking whole thing to the test.
I was panicking because you said the first thing I walked in, you said you had to take a leak, and I was like, yeah. So I did, and I felt bad. I was looking for a place to piss outside.
Because I feel bad for taking a piss.
I feel bad for taking a piss.
What kind of pisses do you take? It's like all over the wall.
Sometimes, yeah, dude.
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
Foreskin issues.
Yuck.
No, I have a nice looking dick. But the issue is I'm a big time grower, so my dick gets really really small.
Yeah.
And then it's like just foreskin, and then I gotta like whatever.
If how many times does your dick multiply when it gets hard?
So my dick right now is probably this big.
Yeah.
And then. What? No, I everyone saw my nudes in the summer.
No, they didn't.
275 of my close friends saw it.
Really, eh?
Yeah, I posted on my Instagram story.
What? Wait, what?
Yeah,
when I posted your dick on your Instagram story.
Yeah, when I got blackmailed, the only way to stop the chick from sending the nudes to my family was to just post it. I had to take the power back.
The only way to stop her from sending it to my family was for me to send it to my family.
Yeah, no, I made sure all my family unfollowed me first, and then I posted it to my story.
I think, honestly, you just wanted to show people your dick.
No, because I would have showed them a better photo. I would have showed them 20.
Why didn't you?
Because I was doing it quickly. I just took the screenshot that the person sent me and posted it. A girl had a video of me jerking off, and it was like she posted the Snapchat screenshots too. And everything.
If I had the same thread as you, and I'm like, and I thought the same way as you. Okay, guys, I just want to get out ahead of this. There's gonna be some thing coming out about my dick. I'm jacking off. It's not a good look, but if you're gonna see my dick anyway, so here's it at its best. And then I drop that.
Here's it at its best. No, I wanted people to be. I wanted people to see what I was being blackmailed with. Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah. I don't know, man.
Sashka saw it. Sashka DC and Alval saw it.
And what'd they say?
They were in the group chat. Alval just left the group and then unfollowed me on Instagram. And then Sashka was... I love Sashka because she was defending me in the group chat.
Yeah.
She was telling the person blackmailing. She's like, no one gives a fuck about Jacob Silva's dick.
So they made a group chat with 272 people?
No, so they made a group chat with my mom, my sister, a bunch of my aunts, a couple cousins, and then like a few female comics, and like 3 female comics saw it. Anna Luau, I think. Yeah, Anna Luau, Sashka, and Alval saw it.
Did anyone say nice? Did anyone say
Nicholas,
this calls for a Bud Light?
Nicholas Bueno said it was bigger than he thought it would be, and that made me pretty happy.
Yeah, cool. Why wasn't I in the group?
No, I posted on my story, dude.
I didn't see it.
Yeah, because I deleted it after 275 people.
I'm curious now.
I'll show you my dick.
But no, I don't want to. Actually, sure. Let's see a live reaction to me seeing your dick. Hey guys, today I'm going to be unboxing Jacob's dick. Here's my genuine reaction when I look at it. Oh, what the hell is that? Was there spots on it? What's it up against? What position is this?
This is me lying in bed with the blanket over it. It looks really small in this. Oh, there might just be some lint on it.
It looks like you're like putting it in a what do you call it when you swab a baby? Like you put it in wrap it in a blanket. Anyways,
Yeah. I'm a sick fuck.
I guess so. Hey, this calls for a Bud Light.